What's up everybody, Matt Philly here for Swashin TV, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Code keyboard thanks to my friends over at Massdrop. If you haven't heard about Massdrop, it's basically a way that you could get something like this for cheaper than a retail price. If you want to learn a little bit more about how that actually works and things like that, check out the link down below. But if you want to learn about this keyboard, then get ready. I recently jumped into the mechanical keyboard game by picking up the DOS Model S for Mac, and now I have this, the Code keyboard, which, as you can see, the box is super simplistic. All it has is the name along with the definition of code. Now, also included in the box, you're going to get, if you want to do N key rollover, you're going to have this right here, the PS2 adapter, and also for your cable, your micro USB cable that is attached and also detachable, may I add, you get a nice little Velcro strap, and you guys know I love Velcro, which is awesome. And also you get the keycap puller in case you gotta, get down to the nitty gritty and things like that. So this is awesome to have. I like that it's included. You don't have to buy it separately. Very, very cool. Now, the only other thing that's gonna be inside is your user guide. This is everything you need. This is an important piece of paper. Sure, you can go online and check it if you lose it, but this is literally everything you need. Right out of the box, this is not gonna work with Mac. Right out of the box, this is not going to have a backlit keyboard. You need to enable all of that. So what do I mean by that? So this right here is the dip switch. If you want to be able to swap out the command and option key, you can do so by putting on switch 1 and turning switch 2 off. And also every other possible thing you need to know is on this piece of paper, and it will tell you the order that you need to use for the dip switch. So right out of the box, I wanted this thing to light up, but it wasn't. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? And it's really, you just need to really read this thing. It will tell you everything. So I needed to enable function, which was switch 6. And by doing so, I now have multimedia playback, things like that. And also the 7 different brightness options with the backlit keyboard. One of my favorite parts of this keyboard has to be the fact that there is a 5-way cable routing channel. So what I mean by that is you could have the cable come out over here on the left side, the middle, or the right side, and the other 2 options are completely from the left side or completely from the right side. So depending on your desk layout, this will make for the best option with your cable management, which, I really like that. I also love the fact that it is detachable. That is like one of the biggest things for me with a keyboard. I want to be able to unplug it, things like that. So I'm very happy about this, especially if this cable goes bad, it's replaceable and I don't have to worry about the whole thing. So along with the feet, which I always want on a keyboard, I do not like flat keyboards. I need that little bit of angle. You also have 2 rubber feet at the top and 4 at the bottom, which actually makes it so this keyboard doesn't slide around as you're typing, which can be a big problem. Now, one complaint would have to be the fact that there are no USB slots on any part of this keyboard. So you're not gonna be able to plug anything into this, which, I mean, when you have something big and bulky, you want that. Now, as far as build quality, this gets 2 thumbs up from me. It's actually mounted to a steel backplate, which gives it a hefty weight, coming in at 2.42 pounds, which I really like. I like hefty over cheap plastic that moves around like crazy. So I have to say, I am a huge fan of this as far as build quality goes. I know you're probably wondering, how does it sound? Because that's something that people really care about. They want either the really loud ones or the ones that are super quiet and things like that. These specifically actually have the sound dampening O-rings added on, which is gonna actually remove the clack sound from the typing. With this, you have to apply a lot of force to register a key, which has its pros and has its cons. It's more so of a personal feature. If you like it, then you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. For me, I liked it at first. I thought it was really, really good. But the problem is, over time, and I'm trying to write really fast, I just wasn't as accurate as I am on my DOS. I just didn't really like it because you have to really register, whereas on my other keyboard, I'm like flying around, I'm like doing this and that, and this just doesn't have the same feel. I consider myself a pretty fast typer, so whenever I had to write something, I was kind of like slowing down just to make sure I got that register of the click. And I didn't really like that. On my other keyboard, I would be like, just flying away like, yeah, oh, you can't even, oh, what's the, oh. So last thing I want to talk about is the keycap puller. This thing is a great added bonus, especially since it has two sides to it. It kind of wraps around, gives a bear hug, and once you know it is secure around the key, you just pull up, boom, there we go. So for the $155 price point, what do I think? Well, I really, really like it. It's just not the right switch for me, but it is available in brown and clear if you are interested in trying that. If you already know you love those, and there you go. But if you're not looking for something that has USB ports, if you're looking for something that doesn't have the RGB feature, if you're looking for something that is not flashy and crazy and it's just very simple, then this is for you. But if you're looking for any of those things, this is not going to be your cup of tea. But for me, I really, really enjoy it. And I love this. They included it. It's so nice of them. I really do appreciate that. But if you want to get it cheaper than the $155 price point, you can. Again, link is down below for Massdrop. If you don't understand Massdrop, go there. It explains everything and how you could actually get this cheaper. So thanks again, Massdrop, for sending this over. I hope I get more stuff soon because I like doing this. This is fun. And I'm still waving this around because I really like this. Guys, if anything, you should buy the keyboard just for this. It's really cool. But in all honesty, this keyboard is not going to be for me. I'm just not a fan of the green switches. So I can't wait to try out more keyboards in the future, find out what switches for me. I would like to see some USB ports on this at least. I don't care about the RGB because I think that this design would look terrible with it. It's a very business casual, nice, important feel to it, and the weight definitely demonstrates that. And I really love the overall feel, but USB ports are one thing I would love to see on this. And yeah, so I mean, it's got its cons, but it's got a ton of pros to go on top of that. So bada bing, bada boom, that's all I got for you. I'm Matt Philly, and you're not. Thanks for watching. If you got this far into the video, go ahead and write green switch flamingo, and I'll catch you guys on the flippity flop.